Awesome. Hi, ladies. Welcome. Melinda and Candy and Barbara and Deanna.
Hi,
So, Deanna, are you traveling?
I'm in Palm Springs, where it's very, very warm.
Yes.
Very warm.
Is it over 100?
Yes, when we landed, it was 109. And as you know, in Palm Springs, you can get off the airplane on the tarmac. Well, add 10 degrees to the asphalt. So yeah, today I think it's supposed to be a high of 107.
Oh, wow.
It's record setting.
Do you have a pool?
Yes, but because of COVID, you have to make reservations and you get 2 hours max.
Okay.
Well, that's like a private spa. I did my internship in Palm Springs at the Palms. I wonder if it's still there.
Interesting. We'll
Yeah,
check.
you'll have to check it out. It was really, I mean, this was in the early 80s, but yeah, you get your own pool experience. You know, you get your own personal pool, Deanna.
Yeah, and I'm using this as a writing retreat because my writing conference got canceled for later this month. And so I'm just sitting here in the air conditioning, writing my little heart out.
Because you are working on your third book. So let's just start with that. Deanna, tell us a little bit about what you're doing.
Okay, and then we can be done with Deanna since this is not my hour. So yes, writer, speaker, I'm working on book 3, which is going to be a longer devotional, and Fave contributor, host of Conversations on the Purple Couch, which I'm hoping to get going again because it's just a joyous time to share women's stories. So fun to be here.
Cool stuff. Okay, Melinda, you were first on here. Well, Danielle was, and me. But hey, we'll go. Melinda, go ahead to say hi to everybody. And tell us what something new that you've got going on. Oh, whoops.
Linda, you're on mute.
There I am. I'm just getting back on board after my mom passed away and all of that. So I'm just trying to slide back into everything and pick up where I left off and catch up with my clients. So
yeah.
So they don't feel so left out of their process. So
yeah,
that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah. Our heart goes out to you. I know you've had a tough couple months there. So
well, yeah, I'm the executor, and so we're in the process of selling her house, and we had to go through her entire house and have 4 other siblings that I have to deal with, and everybody's got their emotions. So trying to manage everybody, or not trying to manage everybody, but
yeah,
not take their stuff on. And then I adopted her cat as well. And so I'm like,
oh,
because I always told her, your animals will always be taken care of. And nobody else stepped up to the plate. And I'm like, I'm sucker written all over my forehead. So it's all good.
Yeah, it sounds like the kitty's going to have a good home though.
Oh yeah. I mean, I have 3 other cats. So now I have 4 cats and they're all spoiled. And
oh my gosh, we're just going to move right on. Thanks, Melinda.
Thanks.
Good to have you here. Candy.
Hello.
Hi.
Something new. I'm wearing a sweater. I mean, the days are the same. I keep working with my beautiful clients and doing my work, and I love it, and marketing, and we have a challenge coming up in another week or so, and we're gonna go on a hike this Saturday, and I'm wearing a sweater. That's what's new. Oh, and we get to go to Park City next weekend to see my husband's kiddos, and then I get to go to Arizona at the end of the month to see my family.
Oh, excellent. That'll be good to fill up the heart and with family.
Yep.
That is good stuff. Hugging on those VIPs in your life.
Yep.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. So Barbara, what do you have going on there?
Yeah, hello. So Barbara Badalotti, creator of Be Well Retreats, and I just really want to extend my love to Melinda because this month, every retreat, it's a new theme. And so this month is self-compassion.
Mm-hmm.
And really, giving all of ourselves a little leeway and not pushing and putting so much pressure on ourselves. And so I'm enjoying this gorgeous autumn day in Seattle. And thank you so much for making this all happen.
Thank you,
Yes,
Barbara.
it's so great having everybody here. And we have somebody new too. We'll get to her in just a minute. But Cindy, you were on next.
Hello, I am Cindy. I'm with the Modern Widows Club. I'm a regional director, and so actually I'm very, very busy onboarding 3 new chapters and 3 more internationally. So one in Nigeria, India, and Jerusalem. So I'm super, super excited about that. Every day I can just pinch myself. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Also trying to build the Seattle chapter up.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, some great work. So if any of you ladies know anyone, a woman who is a widow, the Modern Widows Club is such a positive resource for those ladies.
Thank you.
Yeah, so hey, Lori. So Lori Carlson is new, one of our new experts here at Fave. So welcome aboard. Welcome to the family.
Hello, hello.
Yes, so tell us what's going on with you and if you have something new going on.
Yeah, so hi everyone. I'm Lori Carlson. I'm a life coach for empaths and highly sensitive people. And yeah, I have a workshop coming up on the 17th that is Highly Sensitive 101, where I'm going to be teaching about how a highly sensitive and empathic brain are actually different on the structural level. The different ways that we go into like coping with the fight or flight mechanism, how we're dealing differently with the coronavirus situation, and then I'm going to be teaching some ways to downregulate our nervous system so that we can be calmer and more peaceful.
Yeah.
So that's on Saturday, October 17th. It's on the calendar already in Fave. So
excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have lots of things happening at Fave Lifestyles these days. So just feel free to check out the calendar and see what all is going on. And if you have events, make sure that you send your information to Tina at favelifestyles.com and we'll get that up there for you. And Danny, you are up next.
Hello. So I'm happy to report, just as I told Karen, but someone from the Fave community read my We Are Chosen article and contacted me for a free emotion code session, which is a 20-minute thing that I do, and decided to work with me for my full program. So, and she's from like Wisconsin or Michigan or something. Well, anyway, it's 3 hours away from here. So I needed to finalize my bliss lesson. I don't know if any of you have heard me say I haven't written my bliss lesson yet. I'm trying to get to that. Well, I had to finalize the notebook, and now I have to write it and record the learning video so that my notebook isn't in fact correct. So thank you for Fave helping me get this project in completion, because after I read the bliss article, I have to move on to my next project. And it's kind of hard to say, wrap something up and move on to something new, but I'm excited. So that's just my biggest deal. Really happy about that.
Excellent. Thanks for sharing. Danielle, what do you have going on there?
Hi, everybody. I think I know everybody. Lori, I don't know if we've met or not, but hi. Yeah. Okay. So what's going on new with me? I feel like all I do is work, so I'm not quite sure if that's new or not. So on the techie side, we just upgraded our servers to VPS servers, and that's probably way too techie for most of you, but basically you now have like the same server that Google uses and all this other kind of fun stuff. So what other people pay $500 plus a month for is now just part of the My Slice of Pie. I have 3 new templates coming out soon within the next quarter, which I'm very excited about, and building a membership portal for another client and getting lots of like good feedback on that, doing a conference for another client right now. We have some things coming up for Fave Lifestyles we're working on. And then, but I wanted to point out, one is Melinda, I saw the thing about your kitty, the new kitty, and I was this tempted to ask you what your address was so I could go frolic with your kitties. So just beware that that might happen. You might have a 2 a.m. message from me going, I need more kitty time.
Okay.
And so I want to point out, I love my cat, but it bit me the other morning. And I was like, you know what? You're on a diet. No more food for you. I'm going to go play with nice kitties now. And stuff. So yeah, I wanted and then Barbara, I wanted to say, I watched your video the other day and it was really good. So I did a shout out today in my training for Candy and Barbara, Danny, Brenda, and who else? Was there anybody else that we did? Yeah, because I was talking about how to separate your work from your personal. And so I was like, you guys need to go to Fave and go talk to the people here on Fave. If you need help with that, like go watch their videos because I suck at the whole fucking separation shit. So I'm not that girl. So go, bother them. Hi, Aga. So yeah, go listen to them. So yeah.
Yay. Yeah, we love you.
Oh, I love you.
Okay, we're going to go to Aga and let her say hello and introduce herself, and then we're going to have a short little 10-minute tips on how to connect and engage in Fave, and we'll wrap it up at 12:30. So, Aga, hi. Aga, can you hear us?
Yeah, I just didn't know how to connect all of this. Jesus, too much technology for me. Oh my God. You guys caught me in the car. So it's just like on the go.
Yeah.
How is everybody?
Good.
Little late to the party. It's just technology is not agreeing with me. For those who don't know me, I'm Aga Winika, and I am a founder of Commitment Academy. I'm helping successful and very independent women with their love life and their actual life to balance between the business and the relationships, because that is a very fine line. So that's my specialty. And in the Fave group, I have a show on Thursdays, and I'm talking all kinds of topics about relationships. This month we are talking about boundaries, and there'll be more new interesting topics coming. So 7 o'clock Thursdays, that's my time. So come and meet me and say hello.
Yeah, so lots of good topics, all on communication, relationships, and keeping us all balanced in that arena. Yeah, well, thank you, ladies. Thanks for coming. Today, I just wanted to share a little bit about how to engage at Fave and some different ways that we can come together and collaborate and support each other. I'm going to start, actually, this was our last point, but since Danielle mentioned it too, is about shout outs. So as you go live, or if you do a post, which we'll talk a little bit more about too, incorporating different people into your video, or as you're talking, like Danielle said, she she was talking about balance between work and your life, and who could you tap into, and what the things that you could do, as she mentioned, Barbara and Danny and some of the other ladies. And Amber had some really great suggestions too. One of hers was about collaborating with somebody. So if you have somebody who has a business that is, that complements you. So if it was like, she gave an example of, Danielle, do you remember her example? Well, here's one. Like if Teresa Barthel, she is a realtor. If she is talking on her live, she could certainly bring in the expertise of Melinda. As you're looking to sell your house or whatever, here's some things that you do. And if you need to, have some tips, and if you even talked beforehand and said, hey, I would love to mention you today. What are like 2 tips that you could mention for relaxing, or for, if you're concerned about weight loss, or, however that works. And I think, oh, I know an example Amber gave. She was talking about, like, if Brenda was talking about the holidays coming up, and this could certainly incorporate somebody like Candy too. Okay, the holidays are coming up. Here's some stressors in your life. We tend to overeat. And what does that look like? What are a couple tips? Maybe, you know, and mention Candy. You know, Candy's got these couple tips on such
Got a class coming up. I'll tell you all about it.
Yes, yes, exactly. That's it. And she could mention, you know, during these stressful times to take some time and go take a retreat. Barbara's got these retreats. When you are in this family and it's stressful and you're trying to figure out all these things, take this time for yourself. And that's a good way to help support each other and lift each other up and incorporate other things, because then also then Candy would go to Brenda's, hopefully go to Brenda's time she is filming or having her show and commenting. Say, oh yes, and I have a conference or I have a, you know, a class coming up on that particular topic. And then so you're cross-pollinating and getting and supporting each other. So, and one way to connect that, you can connect that way, it's either on the expert circle or in our thread. I would like to try to start getting things into that expert circle. So if you have something coming up and you can ask somebody, hey, Candy, can you, would you be available at this time and what would be your tips? Barbara, you had a question?
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things that I invited Danny to do the retreat, and I kept mentioning her. And now with the self-compassion, I know about Brenda. So my invitation would be that we all creatively think, because I bet you I can come up with something with Danielle that would fit, right? And so I would encourage all of us to like think outside the box, because that's a really good tip. And it was working to be able to specifically highlight. Plus I get to learn about Deanna more. I get to learn about Cindy and how it would complement my business. So I really appreciate it. And I think we just need to strengthen that muscle deliberately. Like, it's a great tip, but then there's the actual, like, how to make that happen. So thank you.
Yeah, so, you know, of course, everything takes time and everybody's busy, but just reach out. You know, most of the lives are 10 to 15 minutes, you know, and so also if you have not gone live, you know, feel free to schedule your lives and see if you can incorporate some of these other ladies, because the more people that are on, remember, Facebook loves engagement. And so the more people we can have, until some of our ladies in our community are, you know, some of them, they're watching, but they're not always talking. They are there. We just don't always see their little cute little faces or their writings or their questions or whatever too. So along that line, if you whatever your topic is going to be, feel free to also put, say, hey, go in the expert circle and say, hey, I'm going to be going live. Here are some questions I would love people to ask. So if you could be there, if anybody's there and could ask maybe these kind of questions, because a lot of times when I'm watching a video, I can't think of a question quick enough. I can say, oh yeah, that's a good point, but to create that conversation, or tag me and say, Karen, could you come and ask these questions? And if I'm not available, I'll let you know, because I cannot be there for every single, sometimes I have actually meet with new people. And, but if you are more information you can give out for other people to help, help you along in those videos, you know, there's some great questions to be asked and to create that conversation. Okay, totally lost my space. Yeah, and comment on other people's, even afterwards. If you're just, you know, floating through Facebook, if you comment, that people see you, even if it's not on your own post. So if it's, you know, if you see something on Barbara's and you see she's written something, just go say, you know, 3 to 5 words on and comment, or ask Barbara a question. So because then she has to come back and answer that question, and it creates more conversation. On your own videos, ladies, if you have gone live, you can go put information on that video, and it pops it back to the top. And people see it again. They think it's new. It's people have, you know, because Facebook only gets things out to so many people, you know. So reuse that. Also, you can do a watch party. You can do a watch party at any time. And that gets more views, more conversations. And one of the keys that Danielle always does is she tags like 20 people to her videos.
So I have a quick question. When you tag, does it end up saying Barbara is with Danielle, Karen? Is that what's supposed to look the result when you tag?
I'm tagging specifically so you guys know I'm going live. So when I tag people, I choose a mix from the circle. Today I had an issue with Facebook, so I couldn't tag all y'all. I'm sorry. But I tag you guys because you're the circle people, and I want to make sure we're doing what Karen's doing. And I don't think it shows up on your personal page at all. I think it just shows up in the Facebook Live, like, oh, Danielle's with. And I wanted to include the circle because I want people to know, oh, here's the circle people. And then I tag key people within the Fave community that are my friends or friends of friends that I know would be either interested in this topic or will promote this topic or want to know about it later on. But I over tag the crap out of as much as I possibly can because I know it stays in that group. It's not going to my public feed. I've only had one person say, don't tag me in things. But they didn't even know they were part of the Fave group. Yeah. And so I was like, whoops, right? Because I really liked them. And I was like, you would love this video we're about to do and blah, blah, blah. So I tagged the crap. One of the things also I do, I'm going to tag on to what Karen says because I agree with everything that Karen is saying, is that after I'm done with my videos, I don't know if you've noticed, but even though like when you guys jump on board, you probably notice me saying, hi, like I interrupt whatever the fudge I'm talking about, and I just like, oh my god, hi Deanna, hi Olga, hi Karen, I'm so glad you're here. Like, oh, and then I always do that, like, oh, don't forget, like Barbara has this thing coming up, or Candy has this thing coming up. You guys, Candy, can you put your link in there? Like, I segregate whatever it is that I'm talking about, and I do the immediate shout out to whoever is actually there. Hopefully that encourages you guys to show up. But like, right? So there's an immediate opportunity for you guys to promote whatever it is that you're promoting. But the trick is after I'm done, I also go back into the video as soon as I'm done, and I comment the exact same words or something similar to what I verbally said. So if I said, hi Karen, I'm gonna go back into the comments and I'll say, Karen, so glad you're here, right? I'll do a written comment, not just the verbal. So whatever my shout out is, I reinforce that shout out with the text message underneath of it. And that's been like what I do. I don't know if that's the right thing or not, but it seems to be working overarchingly. But it's also part of my personality.
Yes, and this is content marketing and it takes time. So people are just getting used to Brenda. She's been going live for some time now, and Danielle too. So they have some people who know that they go live on Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 10 a.m. And it does take time. Brenda, I can see over time that she has continued to get more views, and there's certain people who follow her now. I'm just going to go to a question. Lori was asking, how often should we go live? Lori, that is actually, you'll get some information here pretty quick. That is actually scheduled. So you will have a scheduled time. So you will choose a time, whether it's Mondays at 10 a.m. or whatever it is. That will be your show. That will be your time, because we want people to get to know you on a regular basis. It keeps you consistent, and it keeps you coming back every week as well. So we try to help you out that way. And you'll get some information regarding that. And the ladies who have a 4-part series, that can be a 4-part once a week, or that can be in 1 week, however that looks for you. So if you have not scheduled one yet, let me know, and we can do that for you. So just,
Karen,
yes.
I'm embarrassed to ask this.
No.
Do you go live every day at 9?
I go almost. I go live Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Sometimes I pop in on Wednesday. But there's so many other people going live on Wednesdays that I kind of stayed away from that. But yes, I'm actually, so I have quite a few guests coming on board. I have guests now Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays almost every week. So we're bringing on lots of ladies to chat with us. Yeah, I'm there at 9 a.m. Yeah, so yeah, I'm there. So just creating that atmosphere of supporting each other, because collaboration, what's the big guy that talks about social media all the time? Gary V. His main things is collaborate, because the more we draw in, we can draw in other friends. You can, tag some of your friends in the comments if you want. There's all kinds of little tricks and things to do. And then also you refer to your articles. You all have tons of content here at Fave Lifestyles. Talk on one of your topics of one of your articles. Say, hey, you can go read that article. And then there's other articles that, however that looks for you. So that is one of the things that you can also do. You can do a call to action at the end of your video.
Can I have a comment?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I just don't know how. This is on the first time on the phone, so I don't even know how to type. for you. So my quick comment here is, it is a good idea to tag people. Not everybody likes it. Okay, not everybody likes to be tagged, no matter what that is. I don't. I'm the one of the people who don't like to be tagged, but I do go back to Fave and I do listen to the videos that I'm interested in. And the one way that I believe that we would be, and I will be the first one to do it, would be able to kind of help each other out is just when we watch those videos, that's when we make the comments later on, not necessarily live, because anything that we add on to the comments always pops up on top. So if we will get to the habit that, you know what, let's just be a friend, and every day, just whoever was live, just watch. It's fine. You don't even have to watch the whole thing if you don't want to, but just make a comment. Hey, it was good to see you live, and that video immediately pops out. And the more of us will make that comment, it has to be at least 5 words in that comment, okay, to pop up. Okay, that itself will continue bring the content up to the feed to our followers. Okay, tag is not, for me, tag is too invasive. I don't tag people and I don't like to be tagged. So that's kind of fine line here. You can offend someone accidentally, but commenting is always welcome. Commenting is always welcome.
Absolutely. Those are good points. There are people, and I only tag people that I know that want to be a part of it, that are part of my small circle that I do. So yes, so that's a great point though. Just go comment, just go support the here.
So now is the algorithm changed? Before it was make sure it was 3 words. Does Facebook now want us to do 5 words? I can do however many they want, but is that sort of the new, make sure it's at least 5 words?
I would do 5 words.
I would answer that. My rule is don't go with minimum, go with more. So I like to say 5 words. I cannot confirm this with Facebook, but if I say to my people, to my followers, that I need your 5 words, they will come up with a cohesive sentence versus, oh, you look beautiful, and that's 3 words. You know what I mean? It has to be, I like comments to be substantial, because the more substantial the comment, the more people who are watching, who are not commenting, feeling that it's a valid or valuable content that they may or may not want to watch in the future or follow up later on. So that's why, and I say do the 5 words, not because algorithm wants it, it's because it's good for us to do 5 words.
Just a really quick thing. Aga, I'm sorry I always tag you because I love and adore you, so I'll stop tagging you on my things, but I'm like, oh my God, Aga's amazing. I gotta tag her. So now I know not to fucking tag Aga, but if you guys want, in my head, I'm fucking tagging Aga because y'all should be listening to her. She's amazing. So I have to bounce out. I'm so sorry. I have another meeting at 12:30 with a client. So thank you, Aga, for doing that 5 thing, because that's actually, I think that's good. I don't even think I do that. So smart. So smart. Go watch Aga's shit.
Okay, thank you, Danielle. Yeah. Okay, great, cool.
Hi, ladies.
Have one other thing I just wanted to mention real quickly is we are always continuing trying to connect you with the Fave community, and one of the things that we're going to be introducing. So anyone who has a dedicated page, if you have a freebie that you would like to offer the women, and I will send to everybody an example, I'll put it in the expert circle of what we are looking for. That freebie will go out in our newsletters on Fridays, and if you do not have a dedicated page, just contact me. Just shoot it over to me anyway, and we'll see about getting that out for you. But we want to make sure that our monthly subscribers are well represented to our community first. And we will be doing, we're planning on some things like giveaways. And so if you have a freebie that, and especially if it's about $200, I will try to incorporate some of those into some of our future giveaways as well. So let me know if you want to be a part of that. And just trying to find different ways to connect you in our newsletter and in the community. So also feel free to post. You don't have to just have your live series. You can do a post and different things like ask a question, you know, hey, are you feeling frustrated about this today? And you know what, here's a couple tips if you are, or however that looks for you. Or ask a question, hey, are there divorced ladies out there? You know, are you feeling a little overwhelmed today? here's a quote for you, or just the ladies like simple things that they can just about how they feel about getting through life and that types of things. So feel free, you can go and post, and then you can say, and if you need a resource, I'm here for you. So
and then would we also include our website or whatever that resource contact, or would we just
if
say
you have like a download or something like that, I would not do it as I'm going to sell you something. This is what I can do for you. Truly go in there and just be there for them. I find that is a great way to connect. They just need to see your name, see your face. Right. You can certainly put, hey, I'm part of the Fave team of experts. I'm here for you. If you want to put it down at the bottom, that's fine. But I'd keep it kind of low key. The point is to try to be a conversation starter. Let's create conversation rather than, here, this is what I can do for you. Come join my business. Let me sell you something.
I'm going to also comment on it, I'm sorry, I keep butting in because I cannot raise my hand. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
To answer your question about the freebie, I forgot her name. Oh my God, I'm sorry. But so yeah, Karen has a great point to make sure that this is low key. But the benefit of it for you is that when you have a download, you can actually ask a person downloading it for an email, and that way you are collecting emails, and that's when you can provide your own newsletter, with your own content, and that's when the sales may happen. So the key of the Fave, as much as I understand it, it's not to sell directly to the followers, is to get to be known, and gain a authority, so the followers who actually do want to buy from what we're selling, because not everybody in the Fave buys everything, everybody has their own niche. So we are here to collectively show that there is a group of women who will have something that you are seeking. And no, we are not here to sell you. We are here to show you who we are. And if you want to go to know us better, if you want to get to deeper topics, we do have resources. Come and get to know us, and we will talk outside of it. So that's probably the most powerful way to gain followers, customers, and paid clients, because they don't feel forced. They feel like there's a choice from collective, and that's how I find this more profitable.
Absolutely. Thank you for clarifying that, Aga. That is wonderful, because what is their struggle? What is the transformation they're going to see? Because we have a huge audience of women who are not in businesses necessarily. They are here because we are a lifestyle brand. And so how can we help guide them through the ups and downs of life as as part of our mission here. So anyway, I'll put some specs on the Fave Lifestyles Expert Circle page regarding the freebies of what I'm looking for. I'll give you some examples, and if what we're looking for too as far as giveaways as we start doing that in this next month. So so I think we're out of time. I want to make sure that we stay timely here. So if anybody has any questions, let me know. Or if you want to just say any parting words.
Thank you for doing this.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah. We've got such a great thing going. We, continue to grow. We had, almost 500,000 views again last month on Pinterest. So we have been having, July we had 700,000. We had 500,000 2 months in a row before that. That is starting to be a lot of different, because it's not the same people each time. Some of your articles on Pinterest are getting 2,000 views, or 2,000 impressions, excuse me. So that is different than views, but they're getting 2,000 impressions. So that means Pinterest is getting it out. And we love Pinterest at Fave because 40% of our website traffic comes from Pinterest. So each one of your articles that you do has about 10 different graphics that we do for you and get it out there. So just kind of an overview of what's happening here on our side. So love promoting all of you ladies. This is an incredible group of women. My heart is just so full every time I get to chat with each one of you and to refer you all to other people. So yeah, great stuff.
Thank you, Karen.
Okay. Yeah, you all have a good week, and we'll chat in the expert circle.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. How do I get out? Oh my God, this technology.
Hey, you're look. Oh, there she goes. Bye, Cindy.